Hello and welcome to Arsenal Fan TV. This is the preview for Monday night's game at the Emirates Stadium, where we're going to be facing Swansea City in a game that is going to be very pivotal in our hunt for second place in the Premier League this season. Two teams coming up against each other that like to play very attractive football. Gary Monk certainly got a lot of respect for him and Swansea this season. They've been playing some very good football under rather difficult circumstances. They've got lots of competition in the Premier League this season. You have to say that they're in a very stable position in the Premier League this season, really battling it out for a top 10 finish in the Premier League, which I think is a marvellous achievement for Gary Monk, considering that he's relatively new to the whole managerial experience. And Swansea City as a whole, they've got a very, very strong team at their assembly. And I think they've coped very well with the loss of Wilfried Bony. If anything, it's enhanced their ability because they've been playing some very fantastic football since he left the club. Bafétimbi Gomez, I probably said his name wrong, but he's performing very well up top for them, and the players around him are also performing to an excellent standard. Routledge, Dyer, very, very exciting players to watch, and as well as that, players that they've got in midfield, the likes of John Joe Shelby, Key, very, very influential players within their side, and they like to play good attacking football. A team that really emulate the kind of football that we play, but on a lower level. They're a very exciting team to watch, and I think that they've done excellently over the past couple of years to really maintain a Premier League status, because it's obviously a very difficult thing to do. When they came into the Premier League, I think a lot of people expect them to go down again, but they've done very, very well to stay in the Premier League for a number of years now, and Gary Monk's doing an exceptional job at Swansea, and I think they're going to make it a very, very difficult game for us on Monday night. I think what I respect most about Swansea this season, especially at this point in the season, is although they haven't got a lot to play for, they're going to finish in the top 10 of the Premier League expectantly. They're not going to get relegated, obviously. They've had a very good campaign, and at this point in the season, when it's starting to peter out a bit, a lot of teams we've seen are starting really to have a bit of a carefree approach to it. They're resting players. Some of them had the kind of attitude that they're already on holiday. But I don't think Swansea are doing that in any way, shape or form. Gary Monk's got them playing very good football right until the final whistle in every single game. They're giving their all in every single fixture they come up against, and it's exciting to watch them play in every game that they're in. So I'm expecting a good game of football on Monday night. I'm expecting us to dominate the game. Of course, we do have a couple of absentees of our own. Aaron Ramsey could possibly be out. Danny Welbeck's probably not going to be back for this game. Debushi's out. So of course it's not our strongest team by any means that's going into this game. We had a very convincing win at the KC Stadium against Hull last Monday night, and I'd expect us to put in that kind of performance against Swansea this Monday. So I think I'd like to see a refreshed approach to the team. I think, considering we don't really have a natural right-sided player who's been playing there recently, let me just add that. Ramsey, of course, I'm assuming he won't be available for this game. Danny Welbeck won't be available. So it's an excellent chance in my eyes for Theo Walcott to start this game. Wenger has recently come out saying that he wants to see Walcott adapted into that striker role. He sees him as a striker. He's coming into the prime of his career now. Been very, very limited of opportunities this season. When he has played, though, he has got a couple of assists. He's got goals in him, and I think it's a good opportunity for him to play against Swansea in this game. Play with him on the right side of the pitch, Ozil in the middle, Alexis Sanchez on the left, Olivier Giroud up top. That could be lethal for us in this game. And I think at the start of the season, that's what everyone was crying out for. Walcott on the right, Ozil in the middle, Sanchez on the left, loads of pace bombing forward, and Olivier Giroud up top to spearhead that attack. A very exciting team to watch. If not Theo Walcott to start, a great opportunity for Jack Wilshere, but I think it's only fair that we start Walcott in this game, considering that he's had to bide his time on the bench. He's had to sit out of a lot of games. Wilshere has only just come back. Yes, he did impress in that game against Swansea, but Walcott has been very patient. I think he has earned the right to get a chance in this game against Swansea City. I would like to see Wilshere come off from the bench, maybe in the maybe in the 60th minute, come off for someone like Santi Cazorla, who's maybe tiring a bit more towards the end of games. So he's starting to play a lot more for us. But it's a good opportunity for a lot of the team. Maybe we could see Gabriel come in for someone like Mertesacker, but personally I wouldn't really like to see the defence change. The team in forward I want to see start the game is David Ospina, Hector Bellerin, Per Mertesacker, Laurent Koscielny, Nacho Monreal, Francis Coquelin, Santi Cazorla, Theo Walcott, Mesut Ozil, Alexis Sanchez and Olivier Giroud. Potentially next season, we could be looking at that as our strongest 11 if Walcott is able to come to form, if Coquelin's able to maintain this excellent form that he's been on this season, and if that defence is able to continue what has been a very impressive run of form whilst we've been on this very good run of form, saying that a lot, but we've been on an excellent run now. It's time to keep that up. If we could win our last 4 games in the Premier League, I mean, United are 2 points behind us. We've got 2 games in hand over them. Potentially we could go 8 points clear of them. And if we were to beat them, that would be a fantastic result for us. If we could go to Old Trafford and do with a double at Old Trafford, that would be a great result for us. And then of course we've got some very winnable games at home. We've got Swansea, West Brom, and Sunderland, of course, teams that I would expect to give their all, especially Sunderland, considering they're very close to the drop zone. But I'm looking forward to what potentially could be a top 2 finish for Arsenal and an FA Cup final. We're coming into a good part of the season. We're in a very good position, and this is a good game for us on Monday night against Swansea. Hopefully, it'll be a thoroughly enjoyable game of football. I'm going for a 2-0 win to Arsenal. Leave your score predictions in the comments box below. Make sure to like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV. Do check out my own channel, A.F.C Game by Game. I'll speak to you very, very soon, guys.